Hello everybody, Avro Productions here, and today I'll be giving you some tips and tricks to use for your first ever stop motion animation. Let's roll. So before we start, most people might be asking a question, what is stop motion animation in the first place? Stop motion animation is basically the illusion of movement by taking a bunch of pictures of an object in different positions to give the illusion of movement. If you have no idea what that means, it basically just means taking a bunch of pictures of a toy moving in different ways or poses, and then when I play animation back, it looks like it's moving. So yeah, that's what stop motion is, guys. So without further ado, let's begin. Start by making your character or object in the default position and take like 3 pictures or 4 with your character. Then you're gonna want to move it a bit forward. Trust me on this, it looks smoother, don't it? Then make a bigger movement. Then make an even bigger movement until you reach large movements. This is what animators call ease in and ease out. And major blockbusters that use stop motion use this technique a lot. Now keep on doing that until you reach the position you want it to end. Then that's when you start creating the smaller movements. You start making the movement smaller and smaller until it stops at a position you want it. Now animation's hard, but if you're gonna be willing to sacrifice hours of your day and time doing this, you gotta learn patience. Now, you may think I'm sounding like one of those posters on a school classroom wall, but it's true. You gotta use patience when you're making stop motion animation. Then take the ending position multiple times to create a pause. Then when you play it back, it should look something like this. Also, pro tip, I highly suggest making your animation at 15 or 20 frames per second, but I prefer you doing it at 15 or 16, because that's what I use. Okay, next up, we're going to be animating twirling. So first you're going to do the same thing, but get a different object that you want to spin. Then take various pictures in the starting position, make a pause. Then move it a little bit. And make a bigger movement, just like the first animation. This time with twirling around. Remember to use the ease in and ease out technique. Big and small movements make it look way smoother and better. Then at the end, you finish it off and make a smaller movement. More pictures to animate the pause. And when you're done, it should look something like this. Alright, that was pretty good. Next up, we're going to be animating a character moving side to side. Start by doing the same thing with the first ones. Take about 4 or 5 pictures with the character in the starting position. Then move it a little bit to the side. And then make a bigger movement. And make an even bigger movement. Then start going slower. Also, make sure your hands don't appear in it. Animation, because you're going to break the illusion of movement. Then do the same thing by moving the other side. You got to make it same thing, basically the reverse of what you just did. Then when you're done, it looks something like this. Now I will say something. I did just realize that my hand appeared in one frame. But if your hand does appear in one frame, just delete that frame. Doesn't really affect it, it just makes it look quicker. Alright, finally, we're gonna do something called anticipation. You've probably heard of it before, but if you don't, basically it's like a wind up before something starts. So like this motorcycle can go backwards and then go forward. If you didn't know that, now you do. Start like all the others. Take 4 or 5 pictures of the objects in the default position. Then move it. Then for the anticipation, you gotta move it a bit backwards. Then move it a bit more backwards, but in a bigger movement. Keep on doing this until it's all the way back to where you want it. Then start going with smaller movements. Then take a bunch of pictures for the pause. Then start going forward. Remember, small movements to then transition to big movements. It's something that really helped me in my animation career, even though I don't even have a job. Then with the empty frame, take a bunch of pictures to make the pause. When you're done, the animation should look something like this. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, so when you're done with that, all your animations combined should look like this. That's the forward animation, the twirling, the side-to-side animation, and the anticipation animation. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. Peace out. Like and subscribe. 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 Like and subscribe.